Okay, now that we've imported our CSV file into a data frame, let's start working with that data frame like we would normally work with a table in SQL. So we've already printed our entire data frame. We've printed the first 3 rows in our data frame. What if I want to print just one column out of the data frame? In order to do that, I'm going to have to reference a specific column in my data frame. So in this case, if I just want to print a list of order IDs, I'm going to type in df, which is my data frame name, and then brackets, and within the brackets, the column name that I want. So order underscore ID. If I print that, remember my data frame is 15 lines long. This is just the head of it. So I get the order ID for all 15 lines. Now, if I want to do something like print multiple columns, I'm actually going to have to pass what's called a set into this data frame. So I can't just say, give me order ID, comma, order date, like I would normally think to do, because that's going to give me an error. And actually, that's because I can pass in a single value into data frame, but if I want to pass in multiple values, I actually have to pass in another set. So that's basically just saying give me a data frame and then give me this set of columns. So double brackets, and that will work to give you 2 sets of columns. Now, what if I want to say, give me my entire data frame? Again, it's just print df, but only give me rows where the value in that row meets a certain parameter. So in order to do that, let's say I just want the row where my order ID is equal to 1002. In order to do that, I'm going to have to reference my column name again, order ID, and I'm going to say equals 1002. And actually in Python, equals is double equals, which means strictly equal to. And I will print that. And oh, that's not giving me the row that has the ID of 1002. It's giving me, it's running a function and it's comparing every single value in order ID to 1002. So you can see 1000, 1001, 1002 is the only one that's true because obviously the value is equal to 1002. So to get what I actually want to do, I'm going to have to wrap this whole function up and say, just like you referenced the column ID originally, I'm going to say, give me from my data frame where my data frame order ID, because I'm referencing the column, is equal to 1002. And then that will give me the correct row. Now you can really use multiple operators in this area. So you can use a not equal to, which is an exclamation point equal to, which will give you all rows that are not equal to 1002. You can use greater than or equal to, greater than, less than or equal to. You also can use and operators and or operators within to get rows that have multiple or one or the other different parameters. So if I want to return orders that are either greater than $50 or were made on 12/3, all I have to do is say, give me my data frame where, all right, actually I'm going to create another line so you can get multiple parameters in here. So this I'm going to say I want orders where the order total is greater than or equal to $50. And then if I want to say and, I'm going to use the ampersand. And then also df order date. Give me df order date that is actually equal to 12,317. So I'm going to return all rows where the order total is greater than $50 and the order is made on 12,317. And that's just one row. But if I want to say or, this will give me orders that are greater than or equal to $50 and were made on 12/3/17, or orders that were greater than or equal to $50 or made on 12/3/17. You can see that that and column is contained within right here, but we also have orders from 12/3, and we also have orders that are greater than $50.